Hi, you guys. Welcome back for our daily practice questions. It is day 269. And as always, I like to first start with my introduction and disclaimer before getting started with our questions for today. So, for those of you who are familiar with me, hey, y'all. For those of you who are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Dr. Brittany Weinstock, a family nurse practitioner and the founder and CEO of the Nursing Studio. I provide resources, tools, review courses, review videos, review books, digital flashcards, Q banks, one on one sessions, and more to assist nurses as well as nurse practitioners with success on their boards as well as in practice. I've been doing this since 2015, assisting nurses and nurse practitioners internationally with exam success. But y'all know my disclaimer and reminders that we know there's no absolutes in medicine. We treat on a patient by patient basis, and any of the questions that you see here, I have designed and created based on the current guidelines that are being tested on the ANCC as well as AANP exam. Now, any of my videos where I'm teaching on things that we currently do in practice, I'll always say that so there's no confusion. So, with that being said, let's get into question number one for today. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you're not missing any of my videos. And if you would like to gain access to my MP Test Success Toolkit, it is free and linked in the description. My website is also linked in the description and houses all the resources that I do offer. And I always like to direct you guys to my business profile by simply going to Google and searching The Nursing Studio. It will direct you to my contact number, link to my website, and testimonials from previous review students. All right, y'all, question number one. A nurse practitioner prescribes an antihypertensive medication that effectively reduces a patient's risk of stroke. This is an example of which ethical principle? Is it A, autonomy, B, beneficence, C, justice, or D, non maleficence? Take a moment and tell me what you got in the comments, y'all. All right, I always recommend reading the stem of the question first, as it allows you to slow down to ensure you're answering what is being asked of you. So here, the stem of the question states, this is an example of which ethical principle? So let's see what they're talking about. So the NP prescribes an antihypertensive medication that effectively reduces a patient's risk of stroke. And this is something to benefit them, right? We are doing preventive measures. So think benefit, think beneficence. So B is your best answer. All right, question number two. An NP considers prescribing a new antibiotic but avoids it due to a high risk of nephrotoxicity in an older adult patient. Which ethical principle guides this decision? Is it A, justice, B, veracity, C, non maleficence, or D, fidelity? Take a moment and tell me what you got. All right, and stem of the question states, which ethical principle guides this decision? So we have an MP considering to prescribe a new antibiotic, but is avoiding it due to a high risk of nephrotoxicity in an older adult patient. So this, when they are avoiding the risk, that is the practice of actually not doing harm, right? So C, non-maleficence, is to do no harm. So remember, when you're running into scenarios, beneficence versus non-maleficence, beneficence to do good, you're actively doing something to do good, to benefit them. Whereas non maleficence, we're actively preventing harm for the patient. And then lastly, question number three. Two patients present with same symptoms of severity and illness. The MP ensures they both receive equal access to treatment and resources. Which ethical principle does this illustrate? So I'm going to read it again. Two patients present with the same symptoms and severity of illness. The MP ensures they both receive equal access to treatment and resources. Which ethical principle does this illustrate? Is it A, justice, B, autonomy, C, fidelity, or D, beneficence? All right, so stem of the question, which ethical principle does this illustrate? So we have two patients, they're coming in with the same symptoms and severity of illness. The NP makes sure they both receive equal access to treatment and resources. And so the best answer for this is A, justice. And justice is fairness, so making sure everybody has equal opportunities. All right, you guys, I hope you found this helpful. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with whoever you may think may find this beneficial as well. But y'all know what to do. Y'all make sure y'all meet me back here. And if you need any other resources that I offer, feel free to reach out to the Nursing Studio by giving us a call. You can shoot us a text message or an email. And as always, everything that I offer is linked in the bio of this channel, including my website. And my website is also linked in the description of this video. All right, y'all. Y'all know what to do. Y'all make sure y'all meet me back here. Happy studying. Bye, y'all.